Hi all, Jessie B Scrapbooking back with another process video. Today is scraptember and I am playing along, and the prompt for today is stitching. So I'm going to try some stitching on a layout. I'm not really good at stitching, but I can do faux stitching. I do that all the time, and I can sew, but I just don't do it on layouts very often. But we're gonna try it. I'm gonna do a 2-page layout because I have these 4 pictures of when my daughter was headed back to school. It was last February. February of 2022. And so this is pictures in the airport. So I'm going to do a travel themed double page layout. So let's get going. Okay, so I am going to use this paper here as the background of both pages. I have 2 sheets of it. It has a whole bunch of words on a diagonal, and it says things like awesome, do something every day, we are family, let's go now, life is grand, just different things like that. So I'm cutting both of them so they'll actually kind of make a triangle in the center when you put them together. And then I'm using this map print is going to go across, span the 2 pieces of paper, and tie both together. And I actually end up moving that off to one side a little bit so it's not right in the center. And then I do come in with this grid paper, and I'm going to make a banner on the bottom. But I figured everything was kind of looking too washed out, like you couldn't really see the definition between the map print and the text print in the back. And so I will end up fixing that in a second. But yeah, I want this banner to run across both pages at the bottom. Lost my pictures, here they are. And I'm gonna put the 2 pictures with her standing in line on the left side, and then the 2 pictures of her actually up at the check-in on the right. And here's where I decided to move that map print over. So this is what I am going to do. I'm going to border that map print with this brown scrap paper from the same paper pad. And I'm just trying to get it so I don't get any of the words. I get a little bit of it, but not bad. And that way I can have this just border the whole map print, and that way it kind of pops off the page there. You can see that there is definitely another element to the background here. So this is what I'm going to do. And then my banner, I'm going to have just one side cut in a banner, and then the other side I'm just going to have it go clear across the spans. This is a 2-page spread that I like to do. It's one of my go-tos, and I think I actually have a sketch that I've made up of this one. If I can find it, I will add it to the end. But I kind of lost my sketchbook, so I'll have to go find it. But so here's where I already got the map and the brown paper all adhered down. So the pictures are not adhered down yet, and this banner isn't, but the map is framed and put down. And then this is where I make a mistake. I add that grid paper right across my brown paper, and I wanted it above the brown paper. I don't know what I was thinking, but I do fix it, but I don't fix it until off camera. So you'll have to see the pictures at the very end of how I fix that. Um, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But do all that work of putting that frame all the way around it and then cover up the whole bottom didn't make much sense to me. But I do fix it. So I decided to take another piece of that grid paper and do a little banner up in the top corner, just to bring it someplace else onto the page. And then this page here has all these little labels, and I picked 3 of them. And one says, never stop exploring. The other one says, make memories. And the last one says, hello adventure. So I'm going to add those into that empty spot on the top. And then this page came from a different paper pad. And I am in love with these flowers right this second. So I am going to add 2 of the flowers, one on each page. And then these butterflies are in the same colors. These greens and pinks match perfect with this paper pad. So I am going to add in 4 butterflies. And these are a nice puffy butterfly that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And finally getting my pictures adhered down. So the pictures are all flat, but the butterflies have some dimension, and then I will pop up the flowers as well, so they have some dimension. And I like the way that this works out. So, and then I do a couple of these little leaves that I fussy cut. I just glue them flat onto the page underneath the flower. And then I put a little flower up in that top corner there. And here I was going to leave this flower flat, but I decided I wanted it to be popped up as well. So I'm popping it up. And so it kind of goes over a little bit of the never stop exploring, but you can still read it. And then I'm putting these little other things behind each butterfly, and then get the last picture here down. And I will take this banner that I made, and it actually is going to go right over top the picture, and because there's a lot of blank space in the picture, so it works out perfect. Alright, the title I grabbed from my vellum titles book, and it just says, let's go anywhere. And I figure that works because, you know, she's getting ready to go on an airplane, and it was quite an adventure. I'll have another page of everything that ends up happening. She got stuck in another state and then couldn't get to school, and yeah, I'll talk about that later. But yeah, it was quite an adventure. If I had one, I was looking for a thing that says let the adventure begin, because that would have been perfect. But yeah, so she's going anywhere. She doesn't go where she was intending to go at first, but it worked out. This is where I decided to do my stitching. I did, on that top corner by the banner, I did 2 cross stitches. And then here I am just doing a back stitch line, kind of a curved line coming out of the flower, kind of like a, you know, I don't know, stick or a leaf or something. And I'm really bad about holding it underneath the camera when I do this, so I end up cutting the rest of it out because you don't see it anyway. And then at the top corner of the picture on the left side, by that little tiny pink flower, I put 2 more cross stitches. So here I'm coming in with some puffy paint. This is gold glitter, and I'm going to add that all around. And then this layout's done. Now see at the bottom, I moved that brown border down below the banner, so you can actually see that there is the banner bordered all the way around. So make sure you go and check out the playlist down below where everybody is adding to the scraptember. And yeah, show everyone some love, and just it's a lot of inspiration out there. There's a lot of people playing along, and yeah, you'd only have to go to the one playlist. So bye.